Good morning. It is 8:44 a.m. on Saturday, May the 7th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. It's windy outside today. Had the windows open last night and it got chilly inside. I mean, not really chilly because it just got cold enough for it to turn the heater on instead of air conditioning, which doesn't happen a lot in my apartment unless I have the windows open and it's below 50 outside. In any case, windy. So last night I went to see Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. No spoilers, or at least I'm going to do my best. No spoilers in this episode, although um, I'm going to try not to even hint at things except in that I'm going to acknowledge that there might be some elements of it that will be divisive. So, to start, I loved it. I thought it was incredible. I really enjoyed it, enormously entertaining. Sam Raimi is a director that I've liked for a long time, and I think this movie just really lets him have his way with it. I think people wondered if he was going to be too hemmed in by the MCU style or whatever, but that does not seem to be evident here. He seems to have been able to do just about whatever he wanted. It is very much his style, and also it is just extreme. It's a comics ass comic book movie. Um, there are certainly lots of cameos, which again, say I won't say because that's kind of spoilers. Although ultimately, I'm not going to get into it again with the whole thing where personally I don't think spoilers are that big a deal. Um, Even though I did try to avoid them more or less, and mostly succeeded. But there's one in particular in this that's more than just a cameo that I think is going to be divisive, and in my personal opinion, I think it was probably a mistake to try to keep that bit secret. I think that if that bit had not been a secret, it would have allowed actually some other things to change that would have made the whole sort of story work a little better, in my opinion. In a way, so part of, I think, what will be divisive about it is, I think, partly tied to that instinct that they've got to keep it secret instead of just letting people know that that's going to be in the story. That element of it is debatable. It is unquestionable that that plot point will be divisive. I personally think it works. I understand where the people who don't are coming from, but I think that at least some of what I've seen from them is that my personal take is that their argument is reductive of what the actual story is doing. I think it really works, but I see where they could be coming from in not liking that element of it. But overall, I think the movie it's a visual feast. It is exciting. It's interesting. It's funny. And just overall, really, really enjoyed myself. Um, yeah, yeah. So, excuse me. Then last night I came home and, you know, chilled, you know, watched some, got the podcast episode posted and then watched the newest episodes of the Halo TV show and the first episode of Star Trek Brave New Worlds. Is that it's not Brave New Worlds, is it? I don't remember exactly the title now, but I like it. I liked Anson Mount as Captain Pike when he was on season 2 of Star Trek Discovery, and so I'm happy to see more of him and that cast. Um, I like personally that a lot of what Star Trek Discovery and stuff has been doing is exploring sort of past the narrowly defined genre that some people think Star Trek belongs in. So with Picard also, I think Picard, like, I like things about it, but it's a little all over the place in terms of, like, this. The story of the second season feels a little bit like, well, we want to keep all the same cast around, so let's write a story that gives everybody something to do, as opposed to feeling like it's a natural extension of anything. But in any case, I think that the new show seems to be deliberately an attempt to be more right down the middle for what Star Trek can be. And I don't object to that, especially when we also have other shows still that do the you know more variety, I guess. In any case, I'll leave it there, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.